do you stop the troll problem? The people posting aggressive, mean, sometimes just really uncalled for posts online, or comments online rather. Well, Huffington Post thinks the idea would be to get rid of anonymity. So come September, there will be no more anonymous comments on any of their articles. Do you think this is a good choice?
Honestly, I do, because I feel that our culture, you know, you look at a place like YouTube, I mean, people that are commenting on these videos are great, but you look at YouTube and articles, and, you know, there was at some point where people, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
You're totally laughing at me. It's like, maybe it's
no,
okay.
I'm thinking about all the comments I get and how much I love all of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, no, they're great. Okay, sorry. I thought you were like, don't say that. Okay,
no,
I'm
keep
back
going.
up. Well, okay, so you think about the culture that we're in, you know, with YouTube and with articles, and at some point we sort of gave everybody the leeway to talk anonymously and to give their comments anonymously, but I think what it's led to is that a lot of people are hiding behind that, and they're just using as a way to express anger and frustration, and sometimes it gets violent, like this article is talking about, you know, rape and those sorts of threats.
Yeah.
And I just feel that it's a shame, but it's almost that we gave people too much leeway to make comments that are anonymous, that the Huffington Post, I agree with them, especially if you're talking about people that are writing these articles and there's writers with their own opinions, that they have the right to speak to a person that they now know because their name is there. And I think that alleviates people from actually leaving, you know, shitty.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, maybe
I've seen some pretty shitty comments connected to a real Facebook account.
Totally, but at the same time, you know who it is, and as writers, we have to welcome opinions, but I think what they're trying to alleviate are things like death threats, where you don't know where that came from because somebody's just having a bad day, and a lot of times, you know, people don't even have anything related to say to what you're actually posting. They're just angry and they're going online and commenting.
Yeah, there's a difference
on things.
between just like anger and hate and genuine critical comments.
Absolutely.
Or deferring opinions, which are fine. But if you
Which
add,
are great.
I will rape you after that, that's not fine.
Yeah, that's not cool. I see it as a security measure that I think, you know, obviously they've had a lot of issues. If they are bringing this to light, then I think that they've had a lot of those issues, and this is their way of dealing with it. I don't think they're going to stop people's opinions. They don't want to stop people's opinions. It's a freedom of speech. We all have opinions, but at the same time, this kind of helps alleviate the people that are abusing that system.
I think you were onto something when you said they were kind of just putting this in for a security measure, like to cover their asses in case something happens and they have to hand over information, pursue people. So they say this should free up HuffPost's army of moderators, about 40, who have to go through the comments. They get about, their estimate was $25,000 an hour, which is a gargantuan amount for 40 people to take care of.
That's a crazy job, people.
I used to, well, I mentioned this before, I used to be a moderator for AOL Teen Chat. My main job was to keep kids from giving out personally identifying information to probably adults.
Probably not kids.
Yeah, and like, hey, don't give people your real phone number, your real address, or your social security number. My God,
what?
Can you not
Who
do
does
that? Yeah, but my other job was to like screen out swear words and threats and stuff. And
did you get a lot of those?
Well, you know, these are like 12, 13-year-olds, you know, so they're having a lot of fun with their
with threats.
Yeah, I don't know, and it never ended. I mean, I could have this vigilance and just go after every single thing. That doesn't stop them. Like you'll get another screen name and come in, or you'll just be back after a certain amount of time, and then there's always another person, and it just it doesn't work.
Right. Well, it sounds to me that the Huffington Post probably has other things that we're not aware of, such as maybe a security team coming in, and you're right, it's sort of to cover their ass, where if something
I was definitely
does
there to cover AOL's ass, I'll tell you that.
Exactly. And so I think this is just another step to, you know, just again, it's a security measure for people. And I do think that if you know that your name's out there, you're probably less likely to just blatantly, you know, threaten to kill somebody. I don't know, I'm just thinking that's not the smart thing to do.
Well, it separates the people who are maybe just having a bad day from the people who are legitimately crazy pants.
There you go. Crazy pants.